What's up, everybody? Mr. Dan here, making a sequel, quasi-sequel to my Dekatora truck video. I went ahead and opened the giant robot version of the Dekatora truck. Galactic Express is the actual name, I believe. Now I've got to check the package. Yes, Galactic Express. I can see it from there. This is the one that had the original manga from, I believe it was last year. And as I said in the previous video, they very cleverly just took this coloration, this color scheme, and created a Dekatora truck with the same color scheme, and they added this nice giant robot, which is very evocative of so many Japanese cartoons and TV shows. This one was in the package the previous video, so I thought we'd show it off a little bit. If I was a little more organized, I would have realized during that video, right under my glass table, in fact, was this version of Mod Manga from maybe 2 years ago. And as I've stated in the previous video, anything with Japanese writing on it I love. Here we see the Nissan Skyline GTR R34, which I commented on in my Encase unboxed video. So I love that one. I love this version of Mod Manga. And works pretty well with the truck. And a couple misconceptions I want to clear up. The back does open. That one went open. That one opened very easily. I stated in the previous video that it didn't, and that the Mod Manga simply went on top, rode on top. But now there's no way he's going to be able to drive up there, realistically. But you get the idea. He fits nicely, snugly inside. Very cool casting. In the tradition of the decorated trucks in Japan, also known as Dekatora trucks. And I did actually state something in the other video which I learned was incorrect. And I know I read this on the internet, so which the internet is what it is. It's not always reliable. But I stated that the popularity of the Dekatora trucks actually came from a series of pop songs. It was actually a series of movies or TV shows, I forget which. I think they were movies. And so many other movies have at least referenced those movies in little segments. But, you know, for some reason I know that I read that it was actually a series of pop songs that sort of catapulted the Dekatora trucks into public consciousness in Japan. But, you know, those movies did have soundtracks. Maybe that's where the mix-up came from, but not really sure what happened there. So just wanted to correct that. Show you the fact that the back opened. Enjoy a sip of my Boddington's Pub Ale here. And also, just kind of, since I'm outside, turn this into a channel news mini haul video. Don't really go into Dollar General for anything, really. I needed some batteries for some Hot Wheels boosters, some very unique and special Hot Wheels boosters that are just have just come out. I'm going to try to see if I can get a video up before anybody else. Maybe in the wee hours of the morning, since I do have off tomorrow, and I will be waking up about my normal time. Unless I have a few more of those, but I probably won't. And by the way, it is getting pretty late here. Sorry about the light, or lack of light. But, you know, I thought these were pretty cool. Fresh metal at the Dollar Tree. They had some geared up cars on little short cars. I think I have all the varieties of those. They had a few Hot Wheels, which you know, I typically don't go to Dollar General, so I just thought this was interesting. That's the Jeep Jeepster. Not sure why that would be called a Jeep Jeepster. Here we have the 2015 Ford Mustang GT. It's going to be interesting to see if I have the Hot Wheels versions of these. I'd like to do some comparison videos in the future. Here we've got the 32 Ford. Looks pretty cool. Ford emblem on the hood. It's not going to be a long video, so Ford F-150 SVT Raptor. Not sure if I have that exact Hot Wheels model. Don't know what the SVT means. Size-wise, looks about the same. They've got these kind of ridged wheels. And this is the, I think, what is this? The Porsche Panamera Turbo. I know I have a Panamera. Not sure if it's a Panamera Turbo. We'll see. I have to see how similar it is. Rear headlights look kind of, I don't know, kind of funky. I don't know what's going on there. Just paint the whole thing red. I'm not sure what that's trying to indicate there, but it's pretty good details. Porsche logo, so small you can't see it. Thought that was pretty cool. In the previous video, I talked about how I'm collecting some Universal Monsters cars. Got another little delivery. This one was real cheap. This is actually used. They taped it back in the package, which is fine because I bought it as used because I'm gonna roll it and race it. This is a Terry Labonte NASCAR car from some years back when that was the logo for the Universal Monsters. It's from Revell. Of course, they usually make, there's Revell. They usually make model kits, typically, but sometimes they've ventured into die-cast cars. There's some other scales of this, I think, 1/43rd. With the NASCAR Universal Monsters tie-ins, you know, they got to share the car with all the other sponsorships. You know, it's Kellogg's Spooky Fruit Loops and Frankenstein are the two main ones. But so, you know, I'm not going to go crazy to get every variation of every NASCAR themed Universal Monsters car. I might get a couple. Actually, I do have, I believe, a 1/18th scale. What's the guy's name? Ron Hornaday, I believe. I believe that's also a Frankenstein. But again, the space is rather limited due to the competition for sponsorship. Starburst on the back there, but it's just cool to have something different when we do our sort of monster mashup race, which hopefully will be taken care of this Halloween. Just got back from Lowe's. Went to Home Depot yesterday. You know, I watched a recent Ghost Jerker video where he showed the other side of his toy box, and I just thought maybe I'd do something a little bit similar and just show you some of the things that I have in the works here. Here we've got a boat. Here we've got some Flex Seal. Not sure what the boat is going to race in, but I'd like to test out the scale speed, which is supposedly 200 miles per hour. So we'll see if we can get that in the works. If I can find my old, what was the brand name? What was the brand name? Darda. If I can find my old Darda cars, I think they had a scale speed of 500 miles an hour, so maybe we can fashion a kind of a race. See how accurate that is. And the last thing I just wanted to show you, this is not going to be a sequel to my behind the scenes video of my 164th scale quarter mile track, you know what I'm trying to say. But let me just show you what I'm doing. Got the pipe, lots of pipe. We're going to go ahead and elevate the track, and that way we won't have to worry about little kids being tempted to run over it. Get it off the ground a little bit. That's the finish line there. Got all kinds of fittings. Got some extra pipe. Eventually I might be painting it orange. There's so many possibilities with this pipe. You could just add on. Anything you want to add on, you can add on. You want to add on a piece? Add on a piece. Put a flag in it. You know, a flag will fit right in the top of that. Let me get some flags, some pizzazz. I mean, you can run lights down it. There's so many possibilities with this pipe. I was talking about getting some lumber next time, so that's out the window. I might get some lumber for just the bottom, for the pipe to sit on, but maybe not. And I'll just point out one of the cool things I discovered. They have a fitting now, back in our camera stand. They have a fitting now, which is like a clip. You can clip this on. I won't try to do it on camera. It takes a little bit of effort. You can just clip it right onto a pipe. But if you have it like this, You can make it adjustable. Yeah, it's really adjustable. Okay, with some effort, sometimes it's adjustable. So I can raise the height of my track, I can lower it, I can do whatever I want to it. If the ground is uneven, if I take this on the road with me, which I intend on doing, you know, I'm not sure what kind of surface I'm going to be on. This is, you know, Jenny and I did this patio ourselves. It's pretty good. We did a pretty good job. Actually, father-in-law did up to here. Jenny mostly did that. I didn't do much at all, to be honest with you, but it's not 1000% even. But with this adjustable pipe, if you need to make one side a little higher, you can do that. So I'm real excited about this, where this is going. And got some yardsticks here. Guess what fits right on there? A Hot Wheels track. Gonna have to cut it. I'm rambling on, but yeah, I'm really excited about this project. Just been cutting away and measuring, and it's been crazy. Also switching over to the high wall track. So forget, in the previous video I talked about cutting the other track down. I did have to cut this, but I talked about cutting it down and you know, burning a hole into it so it fits. That's all out the window. We're just high wall track. If you're only using 3 lanes, why not? And it's longer too. So it's going to be really cool. Lots of possibilities with this. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. As always, I appreciate all the comments. I've gotten some people I really admire to comment on my channel. Fast Track Dragster, Race Grooves, WTF, FOR, and Ghost Jerker have all commented on my channel because I've dropped these little hints into my comments in their videos, and they responded in kind. So thank you very much, everybody. And the Dekatora truck video has actually gotten a decent amount of views compared to my other ones, so I appreciate that. So I did want to make that follow-up and those corrections. Okay, that's it. Good night.